What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode now of the My Player Career Mode. This is episode number 74, I think, and actually told you guys gave you guys a bit of false information in the last one. That wasn't the last one of the block recorded. I forgot I already done this one too, so unfortunately, again, we'll look exactly the same with the same hairstyle, and unfortunately haven't changed our boots yet. So I am in the works of doing that, and I apologise in advance because I didn't realise we had one more to come. But today, guys, we've got some interesting games for you guys to watch. We've got 3 games to come in today's episode. And while I get into that, guys, happy Friday. Hopefully you all have a good weekend, and hopefully as well, you guys play, well, I don't know if you do play Sunday League, but if you do play Sunday League or Saturday League football or whatever football you get up to or whatever sports you get up to in your weekend, good luck for them, and hopefully you will get your victories here and there. So, as always, guys, as I like to do in this series, I like to give you guys as much as I possibly can in the way of trying to show you the team of the other squads and stuff, because I like to give you guys like a chance to see some of the other teams and see what kind of players they have. But there are a lot of times when I forget to do so and sometimes accidentally skip it. So if I do that, I apologise. I do think for these 2 games coming up here, I did manage to show you both the squad of Real Sociedad and Las Palmas, which are the 2 games to come in Liga, before we moved into an FC Porto game in the Champions League, which I don't think I showed you the FC Porto team. So I apologise for that. I will try and remember to do it in the future episodes. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's go into today's episode. 18 minutes on the clock. We got ourselves a free kick. Now, I was a bit unsure what to do with this, so in the end I decided to dink one into the back stick, and unfortunately for us, it was not reached at the back stick. If it had been, it was a really good chance for us to try and take the lead in this one. I threw that chance in there, although it wasn't that much of a chance. I kind of threw it in there because you don't really get to see that many like free kicks where I kind of try and set up plays rather than just shooting from them. So I'm not all about just hitting free kicks every time I get them. I do like to kind of, I guess, try and whip a ball in every now and again and see what happens from that one. But 38 minutes on the clock here, we did actually manage to take a strike on ourselves as well. This one was so close to going into the top corner, but unfortunately it just went over the top of the crossbar before it could actually nestle in the top bin. So yeah, on the stroke of half time then, as we were trying to build up from the back, I don't really like my computer-controlled team doing this because it really frustrates me when they give the ball away cheaply here. Fantastic over-the-top ball, brought down brilliantly. I managed to take the touch just in front of me, and then I decided to take the strike on. I was running out of room, and I didn't feel as though we were going to have that much going into it. So at the moment, guys, it looks very stalemate into the second half. 20 or so minutes to go now. Ball goes out to the left-hand side. Nice bit of footwork as well from my teammate. Crosses the ball in. I can't win that header originally, but the ball's bouncing all over the place at this point. A really good pass as well, this one is. Inside the penalty area. Gave it off to our other teammate, who gets there ahead of the goalkeeper and makes it Sociedad 0, Real Madrid 1. So we weren't even involved in the build-up to that goal there. That's how important I said to you guys, we need to get a team that when we're not playing or when we're not playing well, they can still get results. And I wasn't even involved in the build-up to that goal. And potentially, that could be the winning goal of this game if we do go on to win it by a goal to nil. So I said to you guys before, we need to try and join a team in which even when we're not playing well, or even when I'm not playing, they're still getting results, and that's exactly what's happened here. Brandt managing to get us the opener in the 70-something minute of this game, which is really cool to see as well. Into the 79th minute then, and honestly, Sociedad had a chance to spoil the party here, going through one-on-one, and a phenomenal save from the goalkeeper denied them the opportunity to grab themselves an equaliser, and then a second one from the corner, and then a third one from the header. So 3 saves in the space of no time at all here, and our keeper is vitally important to keeping us in this game at 1-0. But from that, guys, we counter-attacked. A really good ball here through from Brandt. I don't know what I tried to do. I should have dinked this back stick there. There was a man running on the edge. I tried to force it backwards, didn't manage to do it. That was poor from me, and I'm going to hold my hands up and say that was shocking. We should have been able to get ourselves a second goal there, but it didn't matter in the end, guys. We did pick up a 1-0 victory in this game. And it was at the hands of that Brandt, goal that he scored. But like I said, you need a good goalkeeper, and Courtois made 3 really important saves towards the back end of that game there to deny Sociedad the point from this one. So without him, this game we wouldn't have won. Well, I suppose without him and Julian Brandt out on the wing, of course, scoring their goals, we wouldn't have won the game. So they're very vitally important. It is important you have strikers playing well, but it's also important you have goalkeepers playing well as well, because he didn't have much to do there, Courtois, but when he was called upon, he did the job that we needed him to, in fact, in that one. So I'm very happy. We got ourselves 3 points to start the episode off with. Personally, my personal performance wasn't that great. But we go back to the Santiago Bernabeu here as we take on Las Palmas for the second game of today's episode. And actually, guys, I kind of have mixed loyalty here because, of course, if you've been watching on the channel, you'll know we started ourselves a Las Palmas career mode in which I am currently at the Gran Canaria club. So in many ways, this is kind of a conflict of interest, personally, to me. You know, it's like weird because we are like 5 or so seasons into this My Player now. So their team, doesn't really look all that much different to what I've got. You know, I've recognised their striker that's playing up front for them, so maybe I'll have to start him in my game. Who knows? But we'll see what happens in this one as we are taking on the Gran Canaria club here. And 8 minutes onto the clock. I had a really good chance, and you saw what I did there. I have no idea why on earth my shot was so tame, so weak. It was just poor, in all honesty. I should have been able to bury that one. And I was frustrated with myself, because that was a really good chance as well. And the next one, though, guys, took right until the second half to come. And this one was even better. Got through one-on-one. And what a save that is from the Las Palmas goalkeeper. And for a long, long period of time, it looked as if we were going to have exactly the same game as we did against Sociedad. 54 minutes on the clock now. Ball comes through to me. One-on-one again. And this time I make no mistake with the finish. So we did get ourselves the opener in this one. And there is the celebration that we've been actually doing over the last few episodes. Of course, following in the footsteps of Cristiano Ronaldo. But what I will say is, you know, we squandered a chance there. Actually, we squandered 2 chances, and I've spoke about this before, you know, my kind of quality in terms of my overall right now, 92 rated, you've got to be putting those goals away, because at the end of the day, you're not going to get that many chances when you're playing against the best opposition, and you won't have 3 shots in a game, you might only have 1, so if you don't score it, then unfortunately, guys, I'm not good enough. I have to be scoring at least 2 of the 3 in my opinion, especially when you get through the way I did. I had 3 pretty much one-on-ones and I've got to score them. But there you go, guys. We did get ourselves an assist in this game as well. 63 minutes on the clock. Right-footed cross into the area. My teammate puts the ball into the net. I think it's Asenio with the finishing touch from that one. So really, really nice to work that as well. But I do have a bit of criticism for the goalkeeper because in my opinion, he's got to save that. Like, it's coming at him, yes, and the ball does bounce, but it's not at any pace in which he really should be struggling. So for me personally, the keeper is kind of at fault there. It isn't the cleanest of strikes from Asenio, but still, guys, it means we moved 2-0 up in this game. And like I said, in a game that looked very bleak, to get ourselves possibly a 2-0 victory from this, I'll be very happy with that one. But Las Palmas had something to say about it, and take a look at this. Fantastic play from their man as he fires one into the top bins. And like I said before, it takes a lot to beat Courtois, and you saw him make 3 phenomenal saves against Sociedad. That one was just something special. No idea what on earth the Las Palmas man was thinking when he took that on, but I'm pretty sure he would have been very happy taking it on. Actually, it's not even Courtois. It's actually came on Navas between the sticks. So, a bit surprised, actually, why he's actually replaced Courtois in this game. But that isn't the reason why we've conceded. We've conceded because that was just a world-class strike. It's not because of the keeper. It is, of course, because of the player themselves. So, phenomenal strike there for Las Palmas as they did kind of get themselves back into this game, if you will. But straight from kickoff, 68 minutes on the clock. The boys were not happy about that, and they went for an instant reply. And what a finish this one is. Fantastic right-footed finish. I'm not known, I don't like to take many strikes on with my weaker right foot, but sometimes it is, you've kind of got to do it. I don't have any other option. There was one of the times when I didn't really have another option, so in the end, decided to take it with the right foot, and a lovely finish into the bottom corner made it 3-1. Instant reply from Las Palmas getting themselves back in this game here, and they were instantly shut out once again. And that's, again, for me, questionable goalkeeping. In my opinion, he didn't really get his hand as far out as he possibly should have done. And if he did, who knows, maybe it would have been 2-1 and Las Palmas were fighting themselves for a point. But right now, as it stands, they've still got 2 goals to go and there's 20 or so minutes left in this game. There's potential for them to do it, but ultimately, guys, it would have been easier to do from 2-1 rather than 3-1. So in that stage, we did go into the 90th minute and we did pick up the 3-1 victory. As I said, if the keeper has a better day on the day, they don't actually concede as many goals as they did there. It possibly ends 1-1. So you've got to take it into consideration. Sometimes the keepers can be at fault as well. It's not just the defenders and not just the attackers missing chances. Sometimes the keepers in this game can be absolutely shocking. So if they're called upon and they don't make a save, you have to question them. I mean, it's supposed a bit like Bravo in real life right now. His saves to shot and goals record, let's put it this way, is not that great, is it? Let's face it. And I'm sure if you're a City fan, I know a couple of City fans in real life who are a bit unhappy with Claudio Bravo right now. I'm pretty sure you guys will have the same kind of outlook in that sense. He has been shocking for Manchester City. And in my personal opinion, and I'm going to probably upset quite a few people here, I have no idea why Pep Guardiola decided to get rid of Joe Hart and bring in Bravo as a replacement. You saw it here. I mean, it is questionable. I'm hoping Joe Hart comes back and Pep Guardiola actually gives him a chance at City, because I rate Joe Hart. I think he's a good goalkeeper. He does make the odd mistakes, but then again, who as a goalkeeper doesn't in that sense? But Bravo, you know, it's one of those situations where I'm sure he will be good. You know, I'm sure he's a good player, and I'm sure he was good at Barcelona. But for me, you can't have that many goals conceded against that many shots and basically only make a fair few saves every so often. I think it's something like, I can't exactly remember the stat, but I know it went on an absolute crazy where he'd faced a certain amount of shots and not saved them. So in my opinion, I would have just got Joe Hart back. Let me know, if you're a City fan, let me know what you guys think about the whole Bravo Joe Hart situation, and let me know what you guys reckon about that. So, yeah, it'd be quite cool to get you guys' input on that one. But back to the video, enough of the tangent as I normally get onto here, as we did have a chance early on against FC Porto, striking one against the crossbar. We then went into the penalty area via a phenomenal run, actually. I ran so far to get that chance there, and the keeper makes a good save and just about gets himself back onto the ball before it crosses the line. So I'm a bit frustrated here because, again, 2 chances for us, both of which I could have scored. But take a look at that for a ball from Anthony Martial. The defender makes an absolute mug of himself, continues a run, doesn't track me where I'm going here, and we make it 1-0. Simple task in the end. But I have to say, credit to Anthony Martial, because that ball through was world class from the Frenchman. You know, it was a ball on which I was kind of trying to chase this, and as soon as I saw the defender getting on the sprint and getting on the burners, I kind of realised that if I just turn on the right a little bit, he's going to run straight past me. I'm going to get the chance to be able to finish that, and with the left foot, we did finish it off. So Porto 0, Real Madrid 1 at this stage. Potentially, guys, shaping up for 3 victories out of a possible 3 in today's episode. And into the dying few minutes of this one now, we went into the 90th minute. A really good opportunity to make it 2, and it was, in fact, 2. Anthony Martial, who played brilliantly all game long, deserved a goal himself, and he got just that as well, as you can see. The 90th minute of the game, Martial puts one into the back of the net to make it 2-0 for us, and we would go on to win the game as well by 2 goals. No, wait, actually, I think it's 2 goals to 0, but I could be wrong. I think we've actually got one more chance potentially in this one. Yes, we have. In fact, we have. I do believe we have one more chance to come, so I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So, you know, it could be a situation where we could go 2-1 and not get the clean sheet for us, unfortunately. But it was, in fact, us with the last chance of the game here. 90 minutes on the clock. Not quite sure what happened. You can see me just trying to stay on side there. I did, in fact, manage to just about stay on with the last man, the last defender, get through on goal, and it's a simple task. It's a tap-in, effectively. When I'm one-on-one with the keeper, and like I said before, my rating-wise, I've got to be scoring these goals. I did score it. So 90 minutes on the clock. We got ourselves a second goal in the game. We also managed to pick up the 3-0 victory and pick up the 3 points in the league. So, or rather, you know, the group stage kind of thing. So, like I said before, I'm feeling confident. I am feeling confident we can win ourselves the Champions League at Real Madrid. I'm not quite sure, by the way, guys, if there's going to be a second upload today. I'm currently waiting on my computer. It's supposed to have arrived on Friday, but if it hasn't arrived on Friday, then it's probably going to be Saturday. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure if there's going to be a double upload tonight. If there's not, I apologise in advance. If there is, then just take notice of what I'm saying. But if there's not, like I said, I apologise. And I know you guys will understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully, this episode of the My Player Career Mode is enough for you guys for just one day. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get another double upload out tomorrow. That just wasn't even English. But it depends on what happens with my PC. Like I said, if I can get it set up on Friday night, then it'll be cushy and I can get myself a double upload out. I can still probably get one out tomorrow, so just stay tuned. There'll definitely be a video at 4 PM, and I'll let you know in that video whether or not there will be a double upload tonight, or tomorrow night, sorry, as well at 6. So without further ado, guys, that's it from me, and I will catch you all with another video from tomorrow or maybe tonight. We'll see. Adios.